Yo, it's Chonkybeatz and I'm back with another review. This time it's a little bit different. It's from a company called Rowland Earthing. And this is what they sent me. So yeah, I approached Rowland after seeing an advert on Facebook for their grounding sheets. And I'm into grounding anyway. I like to take my shoes and socks off and put them on the bare grass outside, and it's something I noticed that when I went away on holiday I used to think, what was it that I'm doing different that makes me feel so good, that when I go back home I'm not doing, that makes me feel so rubbish. And then I realised that yeah, my shoes and socks are off when I'm on holiday 95% of the time. So it was something I was already looking into, and then the idea of being able to ground whilst I'm in bed triggered me into wanting to try it out for myself. So yeah, I found the benefits from naturally earthing by sticking my bare feet in the ground, swimming in rivers and things like that. I don't recommend that you do that. That's just something I did myself. I know my own strengths, I know what I'm capable of, I know what the water was like at the time. So I don't recommend that one, but yeah, that's the sort of thing I was doing naturally to help heal myself in ways. And I did notice a significant difference with that. First of all, I'd like to make a really big apology to Jack at Rowland Earthing, because he gave me a bed sheet out of good faith. I approached him and explained my situation and a few of my struggles, and he was kind enough to send me a sheet to review. It's been about 6-7 weeks now since I've had the actual sheet itself, and I do feel bad. I have taken my time. A lot of things have happened in my life where doing a video review just wasn't possible. However, I've been documenting my experience with the earthing sheet, and the original plan was to do a day-by-day video vlog, and I did start doing that, and I came into a few problems with like file size and storage issues, and then my responsibilities went through the roof with having to have my children more with the holidays, and yeah, so there just wasn't the right time to get this video review done. So what I've been doing instead is just living life normally and getting on with life with the sheet on my bed and seeing what differences it actually made. And to be honest with you, I am actually blown away, fully blown away with my experience so far. And I don't think I would ever be without one again. And I will go into that shortly as to what my experience was and has been and is continuing to be. So yeah, I'll get straight into that after I've discussed the quality of the sheet and other things. So yeah, the sheet basically, it goes over my bed from top to bottom over my mattress, and I actually put it over my bed sheet because my bed sheets aren't organic cotton. Now if you've got organic cotton bed sheets, the sheet will work underneath because organic cotton is conductive, I believe. It says in the instructions that came with the grounding sheet that's the case. It fits on my bed lovely, there's plenty of overhang, and it tucks under my mattress so that it doesn't crease up too much in the night when I'm lying on it. And like I say, I have it over the top of my bed sheet. It did discolour a little bit. I had the cream one, and just through sweating and things like that. But it does wash, and it cleared up well. And it washed well, and it still worked after washing it. So yeah, it's made up throughout the sheet. It has silver stitching, and that's what the conductive bit is, and that allows obviously the earth's resonance to travel through the copper wire, I guess, and through into the bed sheet and ground us. This one came with a plug, so I plug it into my mains, and that connects to the ground. It runs through the house and down into the earth outside. So I used the plug for a bit, and then I decided, I already had an earthing rod anyway, so I connected that up through my bedroom window, and then I used my plug if I'm staying in like a hotel or something, or staying at someone's house where I haven't got access to the actual earth. And yeah, basically there's no difference between the two, I've noticed. However, I have just stuck to my grounding rod instead. So it connects up to a little silver button that's on the grounding sheet, and then that obviously connects to the silver stitching throughout. And once I lie on that, it drops my body voltage down to 0. And I get amazing rest, and here's my experience. So I'll start with sleep. I didn't notice a great deal within the first couple of weeks. What I did notice with my sleep is, now I'm a poor sleeper anyway, so I was getting like six hours a night, and then getting up and cracking on with my day, and then staying up all night, and then getting another 6 hours. And I've lived like that for years. I've always had sleep problems. Now that didn't really change in the first couple of weeks, but what I did notice was, come 8 o'clock on the evening, I was finding myself having really strong urges to go to bed. Now, I've lacked that most of my life, the urge to go to bed. And yeah, since having the earthing sheet on my bed, I noticed it was like my bed was calling me, my body was yearning to get to bed. But I'm ADHD, so I get distracted very easy. I'm very creative, and I always find things late at night to do, and I'm still pretty much stuck that way where I find it hard to get to bed. So I did notice that I wanted to go to bed, and I did manage to get a couple of earlier nights than what I normally would. However, on nights where I was just back in my normal routine, 6 hours a night, the days that I'd wake up after that, I noticed I was waking up easier. I do smoke cannabis, and I do suffer with a bit of ganjover in the morning where I feel a bit heavy and it's hard to wake up. I do this medicinally. I have a right to a prescription. I'm a UK legal medical patient, so it does help me with fibromyalgia. And yeah, I was getting up a bit earlier and easier, and just having more energy throughout the day. Leads me to the bit about energy. Sleep, not much really changed, other than I was just getting better quality sleep in the time that I was sleeping. And that still happens now. I get much better quality sleep when I'm on the grounding mat. Energy levels throughout the day are better. I seem to be getting through the day and through the evenings now. I used to need a nap. As sad as that is, I'm 35 years old. Most days I would need a nap at some point in the afternoon. That doesn't happen now. I've probably had 1 or 2 naps in the space of 6-7 weeks, whereas it used to be every day or every other day, where I'd need at least an hour just to lie down and chill out. And yeah, that's another improvement I've noticed since having the grounding mat. Or the earthing sheet. I say both, I mean the same thing, but it is a sheet, it's a bed sheet. So I've been going to the gym now for a couple of months, and before getting the grounding sheet, I suffer gym pain, usually delayed, so the next day or the day after. And since having the grounding sheet, I have noticed, like, I don't ache the day after. I'm not aching from it, and I do push myself, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I seem to be pushing myself, and I'll ache a little bit, but it's like, since I've had the earthing sheet, I seem to be healing up quicker and being able to get back in the gym with the same level of energy as if I hadn't worked out the day before. So that's a win-win. I'm really enjoying not being in pain as much from the gym. I still suffer from fibromyalgia pain, but when I get on the earthing sheet, it kind of relieves me. And yeah, I wouldn't say it's curing or stopping any of my fibromyalgia, but when I do have a flare-up, getting on my earthing sheet and having half an hour to 45 minutes, maybe an hour, does improve my symptoms, and then I'm able to get around my flat and do things a bit better then. And that's on flare-up days. So on normal days, I feel great, absolutely great. On flare-up days, I feel better than I would on a normal flare-up day without an earthing sheet. So that's made me really happy, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm able to get a little bit more done at home, and I'm feeling a lot more positive as well, which is another great thing. One of the maddest things I have noticed, right, so I've suffered with ingrown toenails now for 7-8 years, probably longer than that. And they've been getting worse and worse and worse. And yeah, I did notice when I was grounding last summer, naturally in rivers and on the land, I did notice like my toenails were improving in colour. But since I've had this earthing sheet, something else has happened, and I'm really shocked because I was on waiting lists with the doctors for years with this, and they kept cancelling my appointments and rearranging them, and they did that about 5 times, and I missed the appointment that was the final appointment, so they kicked me off the waiting list. And it was to look at my feet and look at my ingrown toenails and decide what really needs doing with them, and I was told it probably would lead to surgery. Now, since I've had this earthing sheet, it's been 7 weeks and my toenails have started straightening out. Like, they were curled round into the side of my foot and growing in. Very, very painful. Very, very annoying. I struggle with certain footwear because of it. It creates a bad smell and all sorts of other issues. Bought all sorts of medication for it and tried all sorts of different things, and nothing's worked. Up until I've been on this earthing sheet every night, and now my toenails are straightening out. I don't think I'm gonna need surgery anymore. Like, I can wear more footwear again. I've tried different lots of footwear that I can now wear again. I can walk, I can kick a football again. Like, that is a massive improvement, and I'm so shocked at that, and I'm really, really happy about it. Like, wow. So thank you, Rowland, for that alone. Like, that is such a massive improvement for me in my life, because I'm not struggling with my feet as much as I used to now. Now I can focus on healing other aspects of me, and I can walk without agonising pain in my toes. And that's amazing. Thank you so much. My mood has improved significantly. I don't feel as irritated anymore. I feel a much stronger sense of calm. I'm able to process my thoughts easier and just, think before I speak, think before I act. I do feel a lot calmer in myself, and I am someone that suffers from ADHD. I still have my moments, don't get me wrong, but I like to meditate at least 10 to 15 minutes a day in some way, shape or form, and since I've had the grounding sheet, that's easier to do when I lie on it. I feel much more peaceful in myself and get myself to a state of mind that I want to be in much quicker. So yeah, my mood, it's been amazing. I feel better around other people, and my better mood is rubbing off on those around me, to the point people are complimenting me and saying, you know, I'm setting the way for them by just being my positive self. And all that's happened since I've had this grounding sheet. Like, I have just massively improved in myself. And yeah, don't get me wrong, I've got the gym alongside it, better eating, that's all happening. This grounding sheet's helping me stay in shape, in form, mentally and physically. I genuinely believe that. I do suffer a lot with pain, with fibromyalgia and the flare-ups, and a constant lethargic feeling, and tired, worn out, brain fog, all that, and this is helping. It's not getting rid of it, but it's giving me a better quality of life, at least, to be able to enjoy a bit more of my day each day, do you know what I mean? And I'm really grateful for that. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be without this grounding sheet, and wherever I go, this is the bonus with it, I can just wrap it up and take it with me. It's completely portable, whether I'm camping, whether I'm in a hotel, whether I'm at someone else's house, wherever I am. Maybe not an airplane or a ship, but you know, if I'm at sea or in the sky, no, but wherever there's land, I can take this with me and tune into the frequencies of Earth, man. And I love that. My overall life just seems like it's improved, and I have gone through a lot of changes the past 2 months, and my life seems completely different now to how it was 2 months ago. And I can't put it all down to this earthing sheet. That would be silly for me to do and say that. But I am aware of what changes this earthing sheet has brought for me, and I'd say it is responsible for 40 to 50% of my life improvement so far, if not a little bit more, because I am more positive since I've had this sheet, and I've been able to stick to routines that I wouldn't normally be able to stick to. And I'm hoping this is kind of the rehabilitation of the better version of me that I'm trying to be. I'm hoping that I can get back to some form of professionalism and consistency in my life, where I'm not reliant on certain things to live in a way that I currently am. And I want to better my life for my children. You know, I want to improve my health. And I want to be an inspiration for others. And, you know, getting to this mindset has taken a good couple of years. This grounding sheet, I feel, has helped me the last couple of hurdles, you know, getting to a point in myself where I'm actually smashing things again a little bit, and things are looking up. So yeah, I'm loving it, absolutely loving my experience in life since this grounding sheet came into it. Another thing I noticed is when my daughters stay, I let them sleep on the grounding sheet, and before they used to sleep on that, they would always wake up with the reddest cheeks ever, constantly. They'd look like they were ill, they were poorly, like they got a temperature or something, and they'd never have a temperature, they'd just wake up like it. But since they've been sleeping on the earthing sheet, they wake up fine. They don't look red in the face anymore, they don't look as clustered and bothered and irritated. And yeah, I'm convinced it's down to the earthing sheet. Like, I've witnessed that, you know, I've had my daughters for weekends on end for as long as I can remember, and always had red cheeks when they sleep at mine. And then since this grounding sheet, I haven't seen any red cheeks whatsoever. They're normal skin colour, and it's bizarre really, but yeah, there's something in it. There is definitely something in it. Another thing I noticed is when I do get on the earthing sheet, I get really hungry, like proper hungry. Like, I can feel my digestive system kicking in, like, and I've actually needed that because I'm at the gym and I've had to eat more. And yeah, that's just another bonus. Since I've had this earthing sheet on my bed, my appetite has improved a lot, like a lot. And I've needed to get to this for a very long time to improve my size and my health, and you know, just get through gym and daily tasks. You know, I'm trying to rehabilitate myself. You know, I suffer with fibromyalgia, and I'm just trying to push myself a little bit because I don't want to seize up and have no life completely. I want to challenge my condition and hopefully get through it a little bit more and just get a bit tougher, a bit stronger, and just feel better in myself, you know, in my mental health. So yeah, everything combined, I'm heading in the right direction, and I'm really grateful again for the opportunity to review and discuss my experience with Rowland Earthing. It's been great. And Jack, the guy who I've been emailing, he's been fantastic. He's been super patient. He's given me some tips and some ideas and some guidance on how to use this. And also even sent me a documentary. Now, I can't remember the name of the documentary. It's a grounding documentary. And I can't remember it off the top of my head. I should have written it down before I left to film this video, but I completely forgot. But he sent it me via email. Now, I will link that documentary in the description below, along with the Rowland website. I'll probably have it on the screen either down here or up here, most likely down here or the other side. I'm not sure yet. But all the links will be in the description below, including the documentary. If you want to buy one of these grounding sheets from Rowland Earthing, I do have a 5% off offer for you, and I do get a small bit of commission from them for, you know, throwing your custom their way. So yeah, that will help me and the channel massively if you do decide to purchase one from Rowland. If you're here just for educational reasons, I hope I've been able to shed some light on how this has benefited me and potentially how it could benefit others. Really, really enjoyed my experience with this grounding sheet, and I'm super grateful that I had the chance to review it. I really am. I'm really happy. I don't look that happy, now I do, but yeah, it's been a really, really big, crazy roller coaster of emotions the past few months, and I've managed to stay sane throughout it all and calm and grounded, and that's just everything I've needed for the past 15 years of my life. It's been utter turmoil and chaos, and I've learned to connect with the earth, and it's made a huge difference in my life. I can 100% say that. And no one can say to me that it hasn't made a difference. No one will ever convince me of that, because I've lived it and experienced it, and I'm sharing that here now on YouTube or anywhere else that this video goes. That's my experience, and no one can take that away from me. So yeah, take it for what it is. I hope this video helped. Would I recommend this? Yes, I would recommend this. Definitely recommend it. Have patience with it. I did, and I'm glad I did, and I'm actually super glad I never got the video done earlier, because I think 7 to 8 weeks, 6, 7, 8 weeks, I've lost track. But that's a good time to notice changes and, you know, note down my experiences so far. So yes, it took long. Yes, I apologise to Jack and Rowland for taking so long to get this video out, but also I feel like it kind of had to be this way because I had a better experience in the long run, and I feel that I'm able to deliver a better experience to the camera today than what I would have, say, a month ago. So thank you for the experience. I feel blessed and I am super grateful. Please share the video, please comment, like and subscribe, support my channel, check out my other videos. I do CBD reviews, a bit of beatboxing, some music stuff. I'm a little bit slow uploading stuff, but I am trying to get back on to doing something regular now. I've been up and down with my health for a very long time and life circumstances, and I feel like I'm slowly starting to get back into the swing of just being my creative self. And yeah, I look forward to getting more content out there. Oh yeah, another thing as well. Every time one of these is purchased, they plant a tree. So yeah, we plant one tree for every product sold as part of our sustainability commitment. Your tree is helping to restore wildlife habitats and naturally sequester CO2. Thank you. So yeah, I think that's actually super, super cool that one purchase will plant a tree. So you're helping out the planet as well by going through my link in the description and purchasing with Rowland. That's actually well up my street. That's me to a T, that is. I'm really happy they do that. It made me feel good when it arrived through the post and I read that. I was like, oh, no way, a tree's been planted. Excellent. Yeah, with the instructions, you have a brief introduction as to who Rowland are, and a little thank you from them, and how earthing has physiological effects on the human body. It gives you how to set up your earthing sheet. So for me, I just put it on my bed, clip it up, plug it in the wall, or connect my earthing rod to the ground outside. Testing your earthing sheet, I've got a tester, so it'll tell me whether I'm grounded or not grounded. It's got like safety precautions in the instructions as well. I'm not going to go through it all because it is quite a bit of text. Washing and caring instructions, I followed these and my earthing sheet still works. So I'd follow the instructions on how to wash these. So the do's for that are wash in the washing machine with warm water at 40 degrees Celsius. Use liquid laundry detergent, line dry or dry in a dryer on low. Can be ironed on a low heat if desired. And the don'ts are: don't wash with bleach, don't wash with fabric softeners, don't use whitening detergents, oxy detergents or oils, don't use dryer sheet fabric softeners, and don't dry clean. So yeah, I followed those instructions and mine still works. Thank you very much for watching the video. I have already said it: like, comment, subscribe. Peace, man.